Hey guys.
But I don't know if I can't tweet it. So I don't
That's
think
why I'm
anybody
here.
will join us.
That's
until
why I'm
it's-
here.
All right.
I have about 2,600 followers at this point.
So while, because it is recording, and so
Yes.
for my own notes, I was going to take a video, and then we're like, why don't we just go live? I was asking Alyssa for advice on how to brand my YouTube channel a little better.
Yes. And just how, like, what is, like, the narrative that you want to tell? Because
Right.
for people to follow, they need to see what they're tuning in for. It's like any other, like, TV shows. Like, oh, where it's going to, they need to see, like, a vision for it.
Yeah. So that's where,
Yeah.
and then so I did a quick, what do I already have? What do I put myself out as? And I feel like I've kind of slotted myself into this player kind of persona because all my videos are about me out there crowd yanging.
Yeah.
And so,
Like, you're, like, to be clear, you're the one that filmed me crowd surfing. Like, I didn't know that until,
well,
like...
there was several people who did that were there. They didn't actually use my video, but I took the original one. So
Yeah, you're the first.
I was there at the original moment.
Good. Which is big. That was in LA, I think. So you
It
traveled.
was a very historical thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was not there for that, so that was cool.
Yeah, so I slotted myself into this player vibe, and I was like, I've been wondering throughout this whole movement. I started out yanging in earnest, like probably I found out in March on
So,
Joe
like,
Rogan, and it probably took me a couple months.
Can you like last year? Like we can say that now because it's March.
Yeah, it's a full year ago.
Yeah. We got guys. Oh wow, we got Nancy.
Hi Nancy.
Yeah, we are eating.
We're in Pacific Beach, San Diego. Sonali.
I'll show you guys really quick.
Cool.
Hey. Like so, the food looks like this. Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead and drop it in the soup now.
No, why would you say that? Trying to get me in trouble, y'all. But yeah, so it's really good stuff. Yeah, I know, right? Wish you were here.
Oh, I didn't put it on super chat.
Shit, okay. Yeah, so this is okay. We don't have to do it now.
No.
But to do super chats, you have to cut on monetization, which I think we probably already did. But we
What's
probably
up,
have to
Bruce?
just like adjust your settings like just like one little bit. The button was good. Oh, that's yours. Mine is full vocal, I think. Yeah. So
Right. So I'm like, so the questions I'm be asking is like,
Yes.
who do I want to portray myself as? And I'd be like, do I want to be a reporter, like reporters, analysts like Zach and Matt?
yes.
Or do I want to be
A hype girl or man like Emilio, like Kai. I think Kai is like he will do phone baking, but he is a lot hype man too. Yeah, or you could do like even me. Like I'm not on YouTube that much, but I'm more like the background, like help people get to where they need to go, like help people connect. Like I knew about Kai like back when he had like 90 subscribers. I knew totally back when he had like 5 subscribers, and I got them really quickly and just like made sure I was friends with them and knew them and got them and met them.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
core,
how I
your
fucking
core
do
group,
that shit.
right?
Yeah, I freaking hacked
That's
it.
smart.
And I commented under everything Yang related early, like back in like April. So I had like a jump start, so that's how people know me. And also I did clips on Twitter, like short video clips of me talking about whatever Yang shit or personal opinions of this or that, and those got pretty big too. But that's like my style. It's kind of like a little bit of everything and a little bit of nothing at the same time. So, but I think for you want to be on the ground and you want to show people how to be better on the ground. That's what I think, right?
Yeah. So I think I need to balance because right now I'm just
Yeah.
I'm like 90% just player, street hustler,
Yes.
which is what my channel is portrayed me as. But if I add more professionalism, more structure, because I'm also a lot of other things.
Freaking life coach, y'all.
Yeah. I mean, at the core of it, I'm a life coach, communications coach.
Yeah.
And so
I would have never known, by the way. Like, I would have never guessed. I thought you were like
No.
a DJ or something.
yeah, that'd be awesome. I actually want to learn, you know.
Oh, you do want to learn?
After watching Sama's set,
Yo, she's
so
really good.
Asif,
Yes.
Asif, the what's his Twitter name? It's like
Oh, I don't know, man.
something. He's a doctor of psychology
Yeah.
or psychotherapy, and he was rolling
Yang
with us in Iowa, driving us around in his Tesla. It was fucking dope.
Yeah.
He likes raves and like techno and house, and so we would sit in his dope Tesla in the snow
Yeah.
and take like dance breaks in his car. It's like a Tesla, what do you call it, Model X, the SUV.
I'm not good with cars, so
Yeah, the SUV.
I believe you.
Yeah,
What's your YouTube channel's name again?
Yang Gang Street Team.
Oh, okay. There we go. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna share those.
Yeah. Asif sent us this DJ set. Her name is Sama.
Hey, Bruce, hey.
Verily Gray, Legendary Squad Squad, Bruce
Legendary
Wayne,
Squad Squad.
Nancy Carter,
I wish you guys could listen, y'all. Come to
Sonali
California.
Kumar.
And we'll show you what it looks like down here, because I think it's good to get some context
Yeah.
of where we are and like what's going on here. So that's the food. That's just like a cool. Like I'm getting sucked into San Diego really bad. Like I'm really getting sucked in. There's a Five Guys right there too, and a tattoo shop. What the fuck? So yeah, it's good shit. And again, if you're just tuning in, we're trying to manage or just organize like who do you want to be pretty much. Like how do you want to go about this?
Or how do you be all of those things?
Right.
Which is what I'm gonna try to do.
Yes, you can be everything. You really can.
Yeah.
You just have to start somewhere. That's
I mean, it's not that, you know, like I'm good at everything, but it's like there's a very generalized role being a human, and we all play so many roles. We're just us.
Twitter, you guys. Tweet this shit out. I'm doing it.
Yeah, fun time with Alyssa and Leven.
Yeah. Okay, continue. Oh, sorry. Mid-chew.
Right. That's
And
a great
I'm-
question, Nancy. What do we do now, right?
Yes. So.
We have so many cool ideas, but at the end of the day, you know, we don't need to overcomplicate it. The only question is, what makes humanity more fun to be a part of?
Okay, that's a great mission statement. Like, what we're trying to make humanity fun again.
Oh shit! Wait, what does that say? MHFA.
Yeah,
We need to come
no,
up with,
not
but that's
enough,
good. Like, that's really good. We should iterate on that. Make humanity fun again.
Yeah, you're right. Not enough vowels.
Like
but
back in the day in the Garden of Eden, like
Yeah.
swinging from the trees, napping.
with some animals, right? Naked. It's all good.
Yeah.
So that's what we're trying to achieve right now. So this is how I start to process things. This is why I told Leven. I need to see like where were people before Yang? So most people were probably working, doing their thing, or some people were nomads or just kind of like coasting along. Like I didn't know there were so many like travelers like in the Yang gang and people like Fred who like are truck drivers that are just like doing all sorts of shit like that. But when they became Yang, they kind of engulfed everything into Yang because they like wait a minute, there was like a hole in like in their heart because a lot of us are nerds and a lot of us are weird and quirky, so we tend to like not get that part of us fulfilled in the average life because we have to like work and meet people. But we learned during Yang that hey, like our quirky side is a human side. Like we're not weird, we are weird, but like we're natural. Like it's okay to be like different and quirky and all this stuff because there are people like you, and we had to figure out. Oh wow, there are people like us that are on the same page. Like I know Emilio has said that before. Like he's like constantly like, wow, I can't believe I'm here with these cool people, and I like could not go back to Delaware. I was like, I don't want to go back. Like I literally bought my plane ticket and like my luggage and everything. It was like $100, and I just didn't even take my flight. I was like, fuck it, I'm not gonna go. I can't go. So
You haven't had enough.
yeah.
You're not ready to go back yet.
Started, man. I'm just getting started. I know you guys are too. So we want to utilize that like potential and that passion. So some people want to do projects like they want to have a home for people that they can either do artsy stuff or help people volunteer or do whatever. Some people want to have like you want to do something for the summertime or just a long learning or like a communication, I guess, for us like a better connection.
It's a 4-year long,
Yes.
all season summer camp. And we'll cycle people through and we'll run workshops. Cool workshops like documentary filmmaking with your iPhone
That's me.
or DJing, how to throw a party everybody wants to go to.
Yes.
How
Going
to
surfing or
yang people out in the street. That's my specialty.
which
How
you
to
do
door
at
knock
any-
canvas, how to phone bank real good. I mean, sales training. We also things like wilderness survival or like
Really?
sustainable farming,
Yes.
right? Everything humanity related. It's like humanities class,
Yeah.
It's a humanities summer camp.
Yeah.
And yeah, again, the question is, to me, it's all the Yang's ideologies roll so well into normal life. It's like
Yeah.
so fun. I'm so glad it's happening.
Yeah.
And it's not like we weren't doing it anyway, but now we have a banner to do it under.
Yes.
Humanity first.
Yeah.
And it also helps us to focus all of our attention and energy. So I see a lot of people now out there. Yeah, it's kind of a frantic time. There's a big void, and then a lot of people.
It's a
are like,
transitional
what do we do? What do we
period.
do?
Yeah. It's transitional.
Yeah, I mean, as you go and do stuff, but just remember, there's only one question you can ask: like, what's making my life? What's gonna make my life more fun?
Yeah, I really did. I really did like that Yang quit or suspended early rather than later, so that people can like see, okay, like shit, like what should I do? What does make me happy? How do I get myself motivated if it's not Yang, if it's not the presidential stuff, And a lot of people don't want to be a part of politics, which I get it. It's messy, it's complicated, it's supposed to be like a sport, honestly. It's like, who do you know? How do you shuffle these people with that people? It's a lot. So for me, I'm just focusing on my art and then slowly incorporating like the politics into it vicariously or subconsciously. So I'll be wearing like map hats all the time while I'm doing my shit. I'll be like tagging CNN or tagging like Fox or like I'll be like doing that shit. So that
art.
worlds can keep combining slowly but surely. So there's no escaping.
That's so great.
Yeah, that's how I
Because
do it.
that I realize that's what we've been doing too.
Yeah, that's what we've been doing anyway.
It's like just kind of going back to normal life, right? But carrying with you news, experience, stories,
Yeah, are you kidding
and
me?
swag too. Like swag yourselves out. Look, I'm gonna do some cool ass like card magnet shit with like Revolution of Reason. Join a gang. Stay in school, join a gang.
Like honestly, yeah. We always tend to focus on what we lost or what we don't have when something happens or when change occurs.
Word.
But
Ashraf.
so many of you guys subliminal messaging for Yang. Yes, Nicola. But
Dude, somebody make that Twitter.
I'm gonna try to do that right now.
I can do that. I'll help you write stuff.
Yes. But so many people, like you guys, even if you didn't go out like we are, like out and about, you learn so much about our political system and our economy that when you just talk to people when you're out, like even at your job, like you can say, hey, like, did you know that automation is gonna like fucking kill us and shit? Like some people don't even know that automation is a thing, A lot of people are still in their own bubble, but you can bring that to the table and then bring this whole story of, this guy was running for president. he didn't make it, but he's starting this freaking nonprofit, and he's trying to like implement UBI in a way, or show people that it could work. Show people that if people have a foundation of money, like it would be better off. And it's not like like you said, it's not UBI because it's not universal, but the goal is to have people see the vision first, and then we can proceed. Keep showing people the vision, and I think that whatever keeps you motivated, do that. It really can be anything. Like, 'cause what I've learned is that we're really similar but very different. Like, a lot of us have different hobbies and different passions, and I think you should explore that no matter what's going on with Yang and the Yang gang, because you have to take care of yourself too. So.
It's like our movement is just mental masturbation.
Yeah.
If we just didn't live it, So we pushed so hard. In my opinion, we kind of got ahead of ourselves. Well, we got ahead of everything, even ourselves.
Yeah, I think so too.
And it became like, it was still very exciting. Like, it became like, oh, what tactic do I use to yang the most people and the most, and then so that we can actually make this mad dash for 2020.
But it was never gonna go down.
Yeah,
like
so like I said in a couple my later videos, like Yang post Yang's suspension, I would say to people that it actually feels nicer now. It's like a broader energy that's moving us than the little like,
I agree.
it's more like the tide rather than like a
wave.
a river, or a particular wave. Yeah, it's like the tide. So.
I like that.
Yeah, it's kind of we gotta let these ideas seep in, just from us going back to our lives with this new awareness, and that way we just will instinctually be like, hey, that's not well designed. That rule, let's talk about it.
Yeah, you're like kind of bringing people out of the matrix slowly but surely.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
And obviously, we'll keep you updated if there's something big happening, like if there's like an event happening or whatever. But this really is like wow, this is so interesting. Like, politics is so crazy how you go so hard so fast, and it just fucking ends like that. Like,
Yeah,
that is
it is. It's kind of shock. It's a shock.
Yeah, it's like a.
And we're not even the most
ride.
invested. Andrew, he put his whole thing. My friend Isaac was running for city council. He's brilliant.
Yeah. San Diego.
I think he's like, spent a lot of money on it, dedicated his life, and if you don't win, it's kind of like, whoop.
Yeah. I know, right? Wow.
But I hope he sticks around. I hope he runs again.
Yeah.
And if he does run again, I'll be more prepared, more skilled to help him.
Hey, MT.
Mr. SLR, who are you?
I've seen him plenty of times.
Mr. SLR. The American government has become more and more similar to the Roman Republic every day. How poetic of you.
No, you're definitely.
Mr. SLR, though.
Go back up again. We missed.
I mean, I want to miss you too, but I need to know who you are.
I want to.
There's a bunch of.
How do you use
connected
Discord?
to Scott Stanton's Discord server, including the HF one. How do you use Discord?
It's another app.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another thing. We could even run workshops just on apps and how to use them.
Yeah.
I wanted what about this? Because I really wanted to give myself credit for a thing I did. But so the problem is, like, what are some of your most proud moments? And one of mine is that I went around and wrangled people to get on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Like, I was kind of not doing that. We did that in Ames, but I didn't like wrangle other hubs to do it. And I think that would have helped, like, wrangle nicely. And then, because once I actually managed to get everybody on WhatsApp, it was so good. Like, centralized communication is very important.
Yeah.
But okay, so the whole overarching idea of my 4-year summer camp is all the skills necessary for us to play together in very complex games. So it's all about play. It's all about humanity, and the better we can play together in random games and adventures, the better we can operate in any environment as a team. So
I like that.
yeah,
I
so
like how you
like
framed
communication tools and coaching and kind of just the dynamics. Because just like for one example, team communication. When you say something to somebody, you have to make sure also that they heard you. So also that means when you hear somebody, you should say "I got you," and make sure they know it. Because a lot of times I see it happening out in the field where somebody might, if we're traveling together, somebody might go somewhere and like we don't know where you went, and then like we're calling and stuff. And if they don't have their phone, then it's like, so you just gotta just have this awareness that you're part of the team. What would how would it impact others?
Exactly. Yeah, I like that. Like, we're playing, like, it can be video games or a physical game or a board game or whatever, but we can frame it like, yeah, like, it's fun, but the underlying message is we want to make sure we're prepared for any situation.
Yeah.
Like, let's say when Yang, or if Yang runs 2024, or when somebody else runs, or if somebody is throwing a fucking party, like, it can be fucking anything, as long as we're communicating.
Communicating, connecting.
Yeah.
Connection, communication.
That's something like that
whole
yesterday.
Game.
Yeah.
And I mean, a couple of principles is like, together is always better. Always better with a team. Even though there's like uncomfortable overhead that you might need to learn how to communicate better. You might have to...
Wired Mindset, hi. Long time no see.
Wired Mindset.
Yes, I love chopsticks. Are you kidding me? Yes. I know, right? I know. Sorry, guys, for not reading every comment.
The Forward Network is bringing a bunch of people. I like the name of that, the Forward Network.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a cool name.
I think in Humanity Forward, like on the website, they said that they would do some sort of like a conference, like a forward, like conference on how to learn some economics. Let me check.
How to move humanity forward.
Yeah, if they're like YangCon, like anything, like.
How about we call it Camp Forward?
Camp Forward. That's cute. Or it had like the camp be like a K instead of a C. Camp Forward. That's funny. Okay, so, yeah, like, yeah, I really like that. Wish you guys can see some of this. Ooh, that's a good way to. That's a good analogy. So,
very good. Like, it's like this. It's like it or not, we are already part of a huge team.
Yeah.
So humanity first also means being aware of where you are situated, in yourself, in your community, amongst your friends.
Yeah,
No.
Don't you guys feel like a new person? I don't know, I do.
So here's a story. And it was us hiking. We went hiking out in Vegas. And Storm was there.
That's good.
Martin? It was maybe like 10 of us. I think Martin was there. Yeah. Martin, Eileen was there. I think was Michael Kidd there, I think?
Probably.
But anyway, we were hiking, and it was about, sun was setting as we were hiking back to the car. And then Storm, got this idea that he would take a shortcut. And so he tells one person he's taking a shortcut, and then he goes down the hill on a fork in the road. And then the rest of us keep walking. And then at some point, somebody mentioned, like, where's Storm?
Oh no.
And then I'm like, yeah, where's Storm? And then like one person said, oh, he took a shortcut. It's cool. He knows what he's doing.
Oh no.
And then I'm like, wait, who? Are you sure? Like, which way did he go? And then, so I freak out. And I know, like, I do a calculation, right? I mean, obviously, it wasn't even that dangerous. It's obvious where we're going. You can't really get lost.
Yeah.
Because you could see where we're going, because we were on the top of a hill. But at the same time, if you, like, go down into a canyon, then you can't see it anymore. So I'm like 98, 99% of chance that everything's fine. But there's 1%, 2%, and so I'm freaking out. And I'm like, so I yell at the top of my lungs, I yell, storm, storm, storm. And then I don't hear anything the first few times. And then the second time, like somebody up ahead said that they heard storm. And then, okay, so somebody up ahead said they heard something. But like, I knew that in my mind, I wasn't, I knew it wasn't confirmation. Because I studied freaking protocol design in computer science class. Right? And that was not a confirmation of my inquiry. So then I run up to that person and they're like, did you hear anything from Storm? And he goes, no. He was just responding because we yelled. And so it wasn't him saying that it was Storm or something.
Right.
But, like all the while I'm freaking out, and then like, we finally, the group never like huddled together and shared all the information. Like people were resisting, like
they just wanted to do their own thing.
Yeah, and then like I'm the one like freaking out, and then they're like, Leven, why are you freaking out? But everybody had in their own minds already pre-rationalized the automatic way, which was to say, it's probably fine.
Yeah,
because
this.
Right? But everybody had their own version of because this. And so everybody was like not even acting on any of it.
Yeah, just
and I'm like trying to communicate with people, but feeling like I have to push, and like people don't want to talk about it, but like I'm trying to push to talk about it because somebody might die.
Yeah.
and
you guys like
it was so agonizing.
Did you guys have his number, like, or anything?
No, so we called him, there's no reception. And a little bit later, I got a missed call from him.
Oh, shit.
So now I'm like, oh shit, something's really up. But,
yeah, okay.
At the end of the day, like, we got back to the car and Storm was there. And you know what he said to me? He said that he got so scared because he couldn't see anything. He couldn't see us anymore. He was yelling for us, and I was yelling for him, and we couldn't hear each other. And it wasn't like that treacherous of terrain, so he still made it back to the car, but just walking downhill.
Yeah. Right.
But it was like a real scare. And so, like, to me, like, I was really, really, really surprised how difficult it was.
I'm not.
to mangle people. But the thing is, I was like, I sat them down and kind of explained it in this way, almost literally, like, that there's a problem. But then, like, people were still like...
we made it to the car in Aquila, not the house. When, like, they go out and park, it's like a parking lot in front of the mountains.
Yeah. No, this is Ashraf. Yeah.
Oh!
Dude, yeah, and I remember, he said on the way back, somebody told him that they almost shot him because they were hunting in the area.
Oh my fucking god. I hate people so... Not the guy who was about to shoot him. Okay. See, I realized that, like, a lot of people just don't want to talk. Like, some people just want to have fun and they don't want to, like, think about, like, responsibilities, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes, like, what I do, and sometimes I just, like, let people, like, okay, you don't want to talk? I'm just gonna let you not do it, and then we'll have to go through. I go through the scenario.
Wow, Ashraf is filling me in right now. Yeah, he said if he didn't run into those people that almost shot him, he said he would have gotten lost.
Yeah, see, like, we need people, guys. Like, that's the point.
You need to communicate.
Yeah, like, at that point. And you guys, like, Storm, he's like the guy with the blonde hair and, like, glasses, super adorable.
Oh, he's a super cool guy. He's super effective, and he's super willing to go push his comfort zone to doorknock.
He's like A+.
So none of this is any criticism because nothing's bad or wrong. It's just the way it is. And we have to improve. We have to.
Like, my way was not, like, I am not going to start, like, ignoring shit anymore. Like, I'm definitely going to start saying, hey, like, we need to figure this out before we move. Like, so many people are so, like, quick to move, but they're not quick to think. Like, make America think harder, guys. Like, that's the point, right? We're trying to like think
that
shit
means
through.
us, people.
That means
don't
us
point fingers at other
too.
people saying think harder in here.
Yeah, we cannot
Constantly.
Exactly.
Actually think harder about thinking harder. Like, think harder about where do I need to think harder.
Yeah.
And those are the places where you are avoiding right now. That's your blind spot. So it's not easy. It helps to have friends to point it out to you.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah.
Yeah. Like, for example, I went to a Trump rally.
Yes.
Never been to a Trump rally. I went in there with all the suspicion, all the, you know.
Well, actually, I didn't. I knew it was going to be fine. But
Okay,
some people,
I did.
Yeah. I voted for Trump, so I get it, but he didn't, so it's fine.
Right. I mean, I almost did.
Oh,
but
really?
I still was under the impression that Trump rallies were going to be racist and mean.
Right.
So, but I went in there with my Make America Think Harder.
Yeah.
And everybody was nice. It was like, honestly, it felt like a lot of love.
Yeah.
And people were
smiled at you.
And they're like,
people like talked. They're like, oh my god, a black person. Like, they were like pretty like interested in like who was I, why was I there, and like, sure, were they like a little bit ignorant to some things? Like, yeah, like I tried to talk to somebody about Yang and automation, and they were like, what? Like, they're talking to me for
there's all
trucks.
stripes. There's all stripes.
But
I've also talked to some really smart people.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
were Trump supporters.
Exactly. It's like they're like any other person, guys. Like, or any other people.
It's just that it's disingenuous what the media is portraying Trump voters to be as a whole. And I was never so like clear on that, just being there and just really being smacked in the face with the realization that, wow, I'm not immune to propaganda.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Like Trump is Trump is a really good speaker. Like, I think people are mad at him because they actually like him. Honestly, because like people used to like him.
Yeah. I think if he didn't run for president, like he was a great reality TV show. Everybody loved that shit.
That is,
Apprentice. Oh my god, how many of you loved Apprentice before
all the time.
Trump ran for presidency?
So I think people are mad that they know the appeal, but they want to like ignore it. Like, well, now we're in this like we're in like a society where like it's cool to be like morally right and sensitive and like I love black people and I love women and I'm a feminist and I'm a this and I'm gay or I'm that. It's like, no, it's not about identity politics. It's about what is your character, you know? Like, that's what Martin Luther King talked about. Like, what is your character? Who are you? How are you treating other people? Okay, don't like just because the more like,
how are you treating other people, including the people you hate?
Yeah, including the people
and
that
ask
you
yourself,
don't
why
agree
do you
with.
hate them?
Yeah.
And especially people. Here's a real twisty, and it's the root of all fucking problems.
You sound more 11 will die than tells this bull. I know he's like constantly like. That's so funny though. I know, right? No, guys, Bruce, thank you. Bruce Wayne. Oh, Batman's in the building.
Which show? Whose show?
Wait.
TYT any day. The Young Turks?
Yeah, the Young Turks.
Yeah, we're gonna follow different YouTubers, But yeah, the main thing that trips liberals up is that there's this thing called, the only word for it is called concern trolling. And I don't like that word, but we don't have a better word to describe it.
Interesting. I never heard about
But it
this.
is a dynamic where, let's say I'm the concern troll, right? It comes from a good place because I want everybody to be safe and protected. So if I see one person bullying another person, I'll label that one person doing the bullying as a bully, and then I'll bully him. You know? Like, not, and that's what's happening in the social justice sphere, is that we are bullying the bulliers.
Yep, exactly.
But when you label someone a bully, that is inhumane. That's a label you put on somebody.
Yeah.
That person is a person. That person is a human, even if he is a racist.
Yeah.
I mean, racist. How do you even define that? And even if you say that, even if he literally is a neo-Nazi, like, he is still a full spectrum person.
Yes.
And
So I mean everybody.
no dehumanizing. There's none of that. You cannot do that.
Somebody asks like, how do you treat other people? Yeah, what's that even mean?
So,
Actually,
here's the
how
thing.
you treat other people? Yeah.
How
Okay.
do you
So
treat-
actually, you didn't ask that. You just said like
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
correct. But
Well,
that's a
I
good
want to
question.
expound on that because
That's a
it's
good
not
question.
to say
Yeah.
that we should just stand by, right? It's all about connection.
Reaching out.
Like, you want to lean in and connect in exactly those places where you have the tendency to disconnect and simplify and
Yeah.
what do you call that? Like
Being vulnerable.
diminish.
Oh,
like,
okay.
like just calling somebody a racist,
Yes.
right? It kind of dehumanizes that person.
Yeah, it does.
And even if even if that motherfucker called me a chink, like, even if that motherfucker is like doing obviously racist things,
Yeah.
like, there's still a full spectrum person there.
Yeah. Exactly.
So it never justifies a lot of the violence. And I say violence not just to mean physical violence, but social. There's all kinds of posturing you can do. Like when you say slander somebody, that's violence. When you call somebody,
Yeah.
like energetically, you're trying to harm that person
Yeah.
in some way. Like hurt their feelings, hurt their finances, hurt their prospects, hurt their
Yeah.
social standing, all that.
So, for example, I remember when Yang used to be called out on like these talk shows to say, "Hey, like, why do white nationalists support you?" Right? Pink hat. Remember the 4chan shit, guys? And like that word "white nationalist" was such like a trigger for people that like Yang could barely talk about it because people were automatic. Like when he tried to empathize, that's the key, empathy. When he tried to empathize, like, hey, like I met somebody who was grown up and was in a white national group when he was younger because he didn't really have like a stable like family or stable like communities. So that community was the only one that actually listened to him and like treated him, you know, like was like a human. Like, hey, like they're bad group of people, but at least he felt like he was a part of something. But what if his community was already strong? What if his community was already financially strong, emotionally strong, spiritually strong? He would not have been caught up in that. Like that's what we're talking about. Like how do people start going down that path of like treating people, you know, bad?
That is what I love about Andrew Yang and his
talks
movement.
about
It's
that.
the antidote to cancel culture.
Yeah, he didn't get a chance to talk
Antidote.
about it much, but that is what I wanted people to get about him.
Yeah.
He was truly like a humanitarian. So I like that. You guys know this too.
It's like where you see there's an injustice, where you see somebody is being a perpetrator of some sort, that person needs more love,
Yeah.
not less.
Yeah.
And by love, I just mean empathy,
Listen.
like attention, like what's going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
It's a curiosity. You wanted to say what's going on, and what are all the factors involved.
And that's hard. Like
You know?
I don't even know how to do that properly. But now that we're talking about it now, I'm gonna like constantly try to do that. If I see somebody who I may originally have run away from, I'm gonna try to like remember this and be like, okay, remember this moment. This is where you have to like put yourself out there just a little bit, not everything. That's dangerous. You don't put everything out, but just a little bit.
I mean, also respect your own boundaries
Yeah.
and your own where you're at. You know?
Exactly.
Don't put yourself out of range, but always be going in that direction or looking in that direction.
Yeah.
And then,
It's a mindset thing. Yeah, boy. Oh man, guys, I'm gonna have to take this home because I'm
Yeah.
like getting full, but it's really good. Like, I'm
no,
glad.
that is one of the best dishes here.
Is it? Oh
like
shit.
thick, here,
Yeah, show him.
it's thick chunks of beef
Yeah, and
and,
carrots.
tomato-ish
Yeah.
broth with carrots.
It's really fucking dope. So they got hoisin sauce, like they got everything.
All right.
Okay,
Shall we?
and the soybean sprouts.
We'll get a box.
Yeah. Check out
Triple
Martin.
up,
Oh my god,
fam.
we're just talking.
Dude,
Woo! Hey.
triple up fam, that's great. We should do that. That can be our
Yeah.
You said, where's my BTS fan at, you know? Where's our Trickle Up fan at?
That is super funny.
Oh, shit. Hey,
Yeah.
Trickle Up needs to be a hashtag, huh? Dude, we need to claim
already-
that hashtag.
Yeah, Vegas Yang Gang started that.
Good.
So they are all on top of that. And I'll keep, just a little messaging, hashtag Yang Gang, hashtag anything. So,
Where my Trickle Up fam at?
yeah.
Hey, hey.
Thank you guys for liking, by the way. You guys are amazing. We are just talking about what direction we want to go. Yeah, like what should our mentality be like, I guess, as a collective? Like, I think that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to see where are we all mentally, which is actually healthy. Because physically we're all over the place, which is fine. But that's how it was during the campaign too. We're all everywhere, but we're still on the same page. But now we're not anymore.
I think the unifying question
How do we do that?
is, what makes humanity more fun to be a part of?
Yes. That's
Anybody who asks themselves that question every so often is Yang Gang.
Ooh, look
Yeah.
at that. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna write that down. Writing it
All
down.
right.
What? And please, guys, I don't like journaling either, but I at least try to write shit down on like Notepad or some shit. So do that if you have like a idea that you're like, oh, that's a good idea. Even if it doesn't come to pass, write it down so that you can like make it like help solidify it. I don't think a lot of people do that. I think people just say like, hey, this is a good idea, and then pass it on to somebody else, but they're not really like paying attention.
We could also do a workshop on that, like ideation, how to then take it,
how to
rank them, because we'll be
manage your
doing that. We'll be
thoughts.
doing that a lot.
Yeah,
So
like fundamental.
it's Yang Accelerator type of stuff.
Yeah. What percentage do you think we need to have with the mental side and the physical, like actually connecting with everybody else, and then the self-reflection? Is it like 50-50? Is it like 70?
I think it happens at the same time,
Okay.
because a lot of your own stuff gets stirred up as you interact and connect with other people.
Right. This is really heady. You guys, like, I know he seems like he's a player, which you did, but like he's really like a smart like wizard guy. Like that's who we. So now you guys know. Just so you guys know, like he's somebody really special. So take note.
Appreciate you.
So, oh yeah, I wouldn't be here if you weren't. Really, like guys, like I did not plan on coming to San Diego at all, but it just happened. And I think this is why, like, he's good. And the fact that I didn't know you, like, until this month was, like, ridiculous. So, I need to do catch up.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, most of that is my fault. I do everything kind of cavalierly and not professionally.
You didn't really grow up with the social media stuff, really.
Right.
Like, you're
Yeah.
39. You're
Yeah.
young, but that's still...
I'm Gen X,
yeah.
Gen X Millennium
Yeah.
Cusp.
Yeah.
Millennial Cusp.
Storm on anyway.
Stormy's just high on life.
Yeah, I mean, he's
Everybody's high on life out here.
yeah. Which is like... Oh, Emilio's on...
High on
He's
life
like
and
weed.
basil.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, what's he doing? So they're working right now.
Yeah, so
Demolition site.
Storm, Emilio, and
Ted.
I'm eating a plant. And Ted are in
Gardening.
Palm Springs taking apart a house, an architecture museum installation.
Oh, it's Midwestern Chicago slang. I didn't know that, but thank you. That's something new. Oh, we're eating pho.
We're eating pho, and this is the garnish. It's actually really good just by
Oh,
itself.
well, that too, yeah.
Basil.
Yes. Oh, EQ. Perfect.
Yeah, we need more EQ for sure.
EQ is a Gary Vee term as well. I know it's an actual term too, but
Yeah, EQ is totally, you gotta Just hang out with people all the
Sorry,
a lot, and you'll get more EQ.
Okay. Okay, here you go. Sorry, you have to see my hand a bit there.
Really?
What?
Ashraf, you build houses.
Ashraf, come. I don't know. Like
That is Ashraf, right? Nikola Tesla.
is it?
Shrafi, right?
Who are you? What is your identity? Rock on.
Buzz, where it's at.
Yeah. That's how you do it. Oh, I love this shit, man. Subliminal messaging. That hat. There you go. That was a moment right there. Like the fact that we even like acknowledged them was a connection. One for the books. You never know. Small fucking world here. Like everywhere. Even where you are, it's a small
We should
world.
have a restaurant where you could just like eat off the trees like this.
Oh my god.
Like, then you have your salad. You give people a little brush where they can brush some like olive oil or like dressing right on it and be like,
We're being really hippie right now, but that's really fun. And oh my god, dude. Okay. In like 50 years, like California is gonna be like a madhouse, and I love it. Like they're gonna have like meditation, yoga sites like on every block. It's dance churches. I didn't know that was a thing. Like it's just it's gonna be a fun time, guys. Like
Dude.
I did not know all this was even like in people's minds instead of mine. Yeah, people want to belong, Barely. You're totally right. Barely, I know we've been ignoring you, but you're amazing. I see your comments and you're A-okay in my books, okay? You deserve love. You're loved.
yeah. Whoa. That leaf tasted like soap.
Oh, shit.
Maybe they didn't wash it.
Okay, so, yeah.
Yeah, what?
That'd be great. They never acknowledged his math hat in Seattle. Wired. No.
Boba Yang hoodie.
I think this guy's Boba Yang hoodie. Oh, that one. Okay. We slipping on something. That one's cool. Yeah, math. I don't know. Like, I will. Maybe it's because I'm black, so it's like weird. Like, why are you wearing math and black? I don't know. Like, it could be anything. People ask me all the time, like, are you a math teacher? Like, what does that mean? And when I tell them, they're like, oh, that's cool. Like, I don't know. But if people aren't coming to you, like, just talk to people about it. I don't know. Like, I can't. I know some people are antisocial, so I get that. I am too, to a certain degree. But I like the thrill of pushing myself. Like, that's also a characteristic that I think is like a foundational, like, you need this to make some big change. You have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. And yeah. So
Being uncomfortable is thrilling.
yeah, it really is. It is like a own like roller coaster. Like I hate roller coasters, but I like being challenged mentally.
Yeah.
Although I feel like I'm probably gonna ride on a roller coaster when I come here, because like again, pushing yourself.
Afraid of roller coasters?
I'm a little bit afraid.
Okay.
Not even of the heights, but just like going so fast that I may fall off. I don't know. Like I can just see that being like, but that's like an irrational fear. I
All right, let's get some cookies.
know. Okay.
Cookie shop, Insomnia Cookies in the street.
We'll do.
I know y'all have some in Iowa too. I saw it.
He's like, I've seen it.
I seen it.
They have them in Delaware too, so apparently, Insomnia Cookies. Yeah. Oh, he's not eating an actual tree. It was just a thing that the oh shit, your battery, no. The restaurant had.
Yeah, it was basil.
Yeah.
I'll go get the check.
Thank you.
Shall we say goodbye?
For oh, actually, I'll hold down
Yeah,
the
keep
fort.
it going.
Yeah, hold down the fort. Oh shit. Well, I guess that happens. All right, Leven will be back shortly. Don't worry, we'll be back. Don't worry. Sorry, my nose is stuffy. I've been a little sick, but I've been getting way better. So. Yes. How are you guys doing? What brought you here? I know some people are already yanking and stuff, but it's like 5 p.m. Oh, a lot of people are off of work and stuff, so they're probably just chilling at home. That's cool. You guys are dope. Oh my god, that's so cool. Ah, cute. I can't wait. Oh
look
my
cool,
god. Oh, he thought.
Tree on the ground,
Awesome.
yeah.
No, but that would have been
Oh,
something
right,
that
they
we...
give you a box.
Oh, yeah. Okay, we're about to get some cookies. So, and I have like, my phone is like completely still full. It's ridiculous. But I usually don't eat out. Like, I usually like stay at home and eat an egg and eat some ice cream and like, now I smoke weed because it's just there all the time with everybody.
All right, fans. Now it's time for the most difficult task of the night.
That's okay, we got it. Oh, you already paid?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now that we have space to
Yes.
do this work.
Yes. Oh wow, it's gonna be like that.
Let's see. Is this teamwork or what?
So
Maybe.
I'll hold it over and you can just
And I'm wearing a white shirt.
It's okay, we got it. Maybe think like that. Yeah, slow but surely. Slow but surely. And we're getting the juice on the ground. It's okay, it's okay. It's okay. Guys, oh, it's happening though.
Okay, now tip it. Can you tip? There we go.
Yes, look at that. Yo, we didn't even okay, look at this table. Like, we actually did pretty well. Oh, you have to charge your phone though.
That's right.
But yeah, that's all we have.
We do need to go.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining us, and this is for the Bucks. It's a good one.
Trickle
Bye.
up. Later, trickle up fam.
Bye.